In the summer of 2003, Manchester United were one step away from making a historic transfer, the signing of Ronaldinho. Back then, the Albion came very close to seeing the Wizard play live. However, at the very last moment, the Brazilian broke his word given to Sir Alex Ferguson and left for Barcelona, where he was sincerely advised to go by the then coach of the Brazil national team, Luiz Felipe Scolari. And the rest is history. 21 years have passed and England finally got a new Ronaldinho. And it's not just anyone but the son of the great Brazilian, Joao Mendes. It would seem that the hype should be incredible, but the transfer took place pretty imperceptibly and quietly, although top newspapers reported about this transfer move. And Ronaldinho's son moved from Barcelona. How ironic. However, this time the new Ronaldinho ended up not at Manchester United, but at Burnley? Well, the city of Burnley itself is located relatively close to Manchester, so we can talk about fate here a little as well. Still, the scale is completely different. Even if we take the population and the historical significance of the clubs, Burnley has about 100,000 residents in 2024, while Manchester has about 3 million inhabitants. The hype is not what it could be, and that's why this transfer got lost even against the not-so-spectacular transfer summer. Nonetheless, English football fans were delighted with this turn of events. After all, Burnley signed a player from Barcelona, and it's not just anyone, but the son of the great Ronaldinho. Their comments on the X platform can tell you a lot. Ronaldinho's son, Joao Mendes, has signed for Burnley. I repeat, Ronaldinho's son has signed for Burnley Football Club. What? Said one of the fans. The second one added, Sean Dyche never would have stood for this. The third one commented, any volunteers to take his old man for a few in the big window? Suggesting Ronaldinho would be welcome for a pint in a local Burnley pub. The fourth one wrote, give me about 4% of your dad's ability, son, and you'll do for me. Ronnie was a hero of mine growing up, absolute god amongst men on the pitch. And the fifth one said, there's never a boring day with this football club. The club itself reacted quite modestly and deliberately to this move. Burnley manager Scott Parker says he understands the excitement around the signing of Ronaldinho's son, Joao Mendes, but insists the winger will be a development prospect, not a first-team regular. This is a player we see as a development player and a project in that sense. I get the excitement around it, but I think it would be unfair to heap a huge amount of pressure on the young kid coming here. He knows why he is coming here in terms of development, so I wouldn't want to heap more pressure than that which is already on him. Rumors about the transfer of Ronaldinho Jr. to Burnley had been spreading since the beginning of August, and Burnley announced the transfer on the 29th of August, a couple of days before the end of the transfer window. We are pleased to confirm the addition of Joao Mendes to our U21 squad. An exciting prospect, Mendes has most recently been with FC Barcelona's La Masia Youth Academy. This is how the star newcomer was presented. The post itself garnered a very small amount of likes and coverage, but there were still fans who were ecstatic about this arrival. Hopefully goes on to score loads of goals like his old man, Ben writes. Guess it took a week for work permits. If he shows even an ounce of his dad's talent, he will be a star. Welcome on board, Joao, another fan replied. However, the deal itself could have happened at any time, even at the beginning of September, because Ronaldinho's son was a free agent. And now we get to the most interesting part. Why did Barcelona finally release Ronaldinho's kid? Joao Mendes managed to make a name for himself in world football at the age of 19. As Ronaldinho's son, he and his mother decided not to present him as the son of a football legend at trials. And that's how he ended up at Cruzeiro, signing his first senior contract there. For that fact alone, he has earned our unconditional respect and a like. Joao's biography also included a trip to the PSG Academy, where he made a fantastic impression on the Parisians. Moreover, the club wanted to recruit the boy, but at that moment, he and his mother decided to stay at Cruzeiro to develop in a calm atmosphere. Indeed, Ronaldinho's son is very serious about his football development. On his Instagram page, it is noticeable that the guy is working very hard to achieve success in his favorite business. Joao also likes motivational quotes. For example, in one of his last posts, he admits that his path to glory is not so easy, and he understands that he needs to work very, very hard. Maybe your path is harder because your calling is higher, Mendes writes. You can find a lot of similar content on our Heroes page, so Burnley fans should expect football miracles from Ronaldinho's champ. At least the 19-year-old prospect is getting ready for it. But what is the truth behind Joao's departure from Barcelona? After all, he moved to the Camp Nou in the status of one of the most promising top talents in the world, and the expectations were sky high. And how else could it be? Ronaldinho's son returns to Barca to continue his father's incredible legacy. However, Joao's first steps were alarming. Local journalists immediately suspected that this transfer was just a tribute to the good relationship between President Joan Laporta and one of his favorites, Ronaldinho, who continues to work for the benefit of the club as an ambassador. Barcelona president Joan Laporta asks for Ronaldinho's son to be given more time to impress on trial after the 17-year-old failed to convince club staff in training. This is the Daily Mail headline from the 18th of January 2023. It is quite eloquent that in the end, Joao passed the trials successfully the following month already, and it was decided to sign a one-year contract with him. His transfer was announced by the transfer guru himself, Fabrizio Romano.
Ronaldinho's son, Joao Mendes, 17 years old, will be new Barcelona player. The agreement is completed.
In February of 2023, Barcelona were over the moon, as it turned out to be a very cool story on which Laporta focused his attention. We're proud to continue the Ronaldinho saga. His son Joao will have a contract with us. He's good. We still don't know if it will be with the Juvenil B team, Laporta said back then. The pressure on the boy is great because Ronaldinho has been one of the best in history. His son has pressure, but it's the job of our coaches to develop his skills. Everyone was looking forward to Joao's Juvenil B debut, but when it finally happened, internet commentators were very disappointed. Just look at these comments. Ain't no way that's Ronaldinho blood. Bro, he is Brazilian, where's Flair? He's so bad, FOH. Must be Anthony Kidd. No way that's Ronaldinho, and so on. Unfortunately, no further progress followed. In the local Barcelona press, it was reported from time to time that Ronaldinho Jr. could not impress the coaching staff and received playing time in the Juvenil A team with great difficulty. It even came to the point that the kid was transferred from the position of right winger to the position of left defender, where he looked even better. However, even there, Joao did not become the starter player, and the Barcelona coaches decided to let the kid go, not seeing the potential for a first-team player in him. The apogee of Ronnie Jr.'s failures was in the following news. Ronaldinho's son, Joao Mendes, was excluded from the squad list of Barca U19's match today. The technical staff made the player record the entire match with a camera so the staff can analyze the game. And that's basically how the career of Ronaldinho's son at Barcelona came to an end. Now he ended up in England, in the Championship club which played in the Premier League last season. After all, it's not such a bad option, and with further progress, Joao Mendes could become a top performer for the Clarets in the position of a winger, left or right, or maybe left defender. Transfermarkt also sees Mendes as a center forward and central attacking midfielder. The lad is truly versatile and should prove himself at Burnley. In any case, the continuation of Ronaldinho Jr.'s story will be very interesting to watch. Guys, hit the like button if you are willing to follow Joao Mendes with us. Also, feel free to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to tell us your impressions of Joao Mendes in the comments down below, and be sure to watch the video about another sensation, 12-year-old top journalist Winner Chipamba, who is already threatening the fame of Fabrizio Romano. Have a great time watching!